Hey guys, it's your girl Nikisha of Urban Bush Babes, and today I'm going to be doing my skincare regimen. My last video, I got a lot of requests on what I use for my skincare, and I figured I'd just do a video for you guys. So I'm going to start with what I do in the morning. So in the morning, when I wash my face, I use Dr. Bronner's peppermint. This one's my favorite one out of all the different essential oils. I love the peppermint and I prefer using the bar over the liquid. And I just wash my face. And after I wash my face, I use a toner. And my toner that I use is Thayer's Witch Hazel with aloe vera. So this is the one that does have a little bit of alcohol in it. And I know that they have ones that don't have alcohol, but I've only used this one, so I only know about this one. So I use it with my little cotton pads that I keep on hand, and I just do a circular motion. And this is great because I have oily skin, so I feel like this kind of puts a little, like, balances the moisture and the dryness, and it also like takes off whatever dead skin I may have and just really cleans and softens my skin. It's really good. Then after that, if I happen to have a zit, yes, I do get zits. Not as bad as when I was a teenager. Oh, I used to break out like it was really bad. And you women out there, you know, like with all our hormones and whatever's going on in life, and then having natural hair with all these products, you could break out. So what I've noticed with my skin's super oily, and like my forehead, like my whole T-zone will be glowing like a light bulb, which is nerve-wracking, but I'm really grateful because oily skin keeps the elastin that's underneath our skin. They're like little rubber bands underneath the surface of the skin, and when they break, that's how you get wrinkles. So the oiliness on the skin actually helps keep those elastic bands underneath the skin from breaking. And that's why you want to keep moisture on your face. So after I do the toner, if I have a zit, I use Proactive Extra Strength Formula Treatment number 3 with benzoyl peroxide. And actually I share a box with my son of Proactive because if any of you guys out there have ever used Proactive, you have to have 3 products in your set and you're able to control how often you get it. So I think I get my box every 3 or 4 months because I don't use that much of it. I only use it like if I have a zit and I just want to get rid of it really fast. This stuff really works. So whatever products I don't use in the box, I let my son use. So it's a win-win. But what I can't live without after I put that on is I put on my SPF from Proactive. This is the first SPF that I've tried that doesn't break me out because I have oily skin. I don't want to put on a product that has oil in it because that's going to clog my pores and make me super shiny. So this is actually an oil-free moisturizer with broad spectrum SPF 15. And SPF is super important because, you know, the UV rays, even when it's cloudy or it's wintertime, there's still UV rays every time you go outside. And this causes cancer and it causes, you know, dark spots and wrinkles. So to protect my skin and the elastin in my skin and to prevent cancer and getting wrinkles, I use this every single day. So that's my morning routine. I do that routine all over again at night, except I don't use the SPF at night. What I use instead at night after going through my soap, my toner, and if I want to use this on a pimple, I use Josie Maren's 100% pure argan oil. I get this from Sephora, and to me, this has been the best argan oil I've ever tried. I'm just more picky when it comes to stuff on my skin. My hair, it's like, I could use whatever argan oil, but this is awesome, and not all argan oils are the same. I will tell you that now because I've tried some cheaper argan oils and they don't have the same effect as Josie Maran. So what I do is just add a few drops on my palm and just kind of like rub it in and just kind of like rub it into my face and concentrate around my eyes. And the next morning my face is glowing. I actually don't have the whiteheads and the blackheads that I used to have in this area from using the oil, and a little bit goes a long way, and my eyes are really moisturized and they look more softened and supple. So this stuff is amazing for me. And because I have oily skin, I know it sounds counterproductive to put oil on top of oil, but actually when you have oily skin, you want to feed your skin more moisture, and this is part of it, because when you feed your skin more moisture, your glands are going to produce less oil than when it's just super dry. Because if you have oily skin and your skin is super dry because you're not putting any moisturizing lotion or any type of light oils that won't clog your skin, then your glands are going to tell your face to produce more oil. That's just how it works. So you actually want to use like a little bit of oil or at least moisturizer on your face. And especially at night, you'll wake up in the morning with really dewy skin. It hasn't caused any pimples for me or clogged my pores at all. So it's been awesome. And then I would say maybe like 2 times a month, I use this Aztec Secret Indian healing clay that you can get from Whole Foods or any grocery store that has an organic section. They usually have that there. Just the same thing as the Thyers Witch Hazel and the Dr. Bronner's. You could get it all in the same place, or you could order it online, either at Amazon or other places. So I use this mask once a month. I'm actually going to do a DIY video on how to do this mask because it's great for pulling and drawing toxins out of the skin. And actually, because my son is a teenager, he's 14, and he'll get like these massive zits. We'll have like little spa nights at the house, and I'll mix up this mask concoction, and it really helps like take down the swelling and the redness and clears up his skin quickly. I also came across this little wonder of a tool. I just started using this and I love it. I found it at Marshall's for like $5.99, and it's for blackheads and whiteheads. It's awesome. Because what you don't want to do is touch your face. Touching your face causes a lot of pimples. And I know, like, if you have a blackhead or a whitehead or zit, you're tempted to pop it, but the best thing to do is not touch it with your fingernails and your fingers, because even if you wash your hands, there's still like hidden bacteria under there that's going to inflame, the blackhead or the whitehead or the zit and just make it even bigger and make it worse. So this is great. You just clean this off. You sterilize it, either like boiling water and alcohol, and then you put it to your face over wherever the whitehead is, and you put a little pressure and the whitehead or the blackhead should just come out. If it doesn't, then leave it alone, because this can mark up your face. Outside of just using topical products, also my eating habits, my sleeping habits, and just my environment, my stress levels add to breakouts. And also changing your pillowcase. I change my pillowcase twice a week. I flip it, like, it's on one side. I flip it every 2 days, and I change my pillowcase twice a week. That really helps. I've also started using aloe vera juice to seal my hair instead of oil. So I noticed most of my breakout would happen like, you know, somewhere around in this area where the hair falls because of the dirt that collects from the oil and all the oil and the creams. So I noticed from using aloe vera juice to seal that I've gotten, I haven't really gotten any breakouts, so it's awesome. Also, environment, I mean, stress levels. I am in an awesome city now. You know, New York, I was like really stressed and always felt like I had to be on the go and pressured and have to be somewhere. And all that anxiety and stuff adds to what's going on with your body and what's going to show on the outside of your face. So just being in a more laid back city with different types of people has helped a lot. And my husband's really awesome. Like, just having a calm, peaceful household and lifestyle has helped a ton from keeping my breakouts at bay. And also what I eat and drink. I know you guys, if you guys followed me on Urban Bush Babes for a while, I was a big juicer, and I actually found out that juicing with the juicer I have doesn't produce cold pressed juices, which in turn takes a lot of the nutrients out. So I've stopped juicing for a while, and I'm just like taking greens. This one is Perfect Food Raw Organic Green Superfood by Garden of Life. And I take this once a day in about 8 ounces of water every morning, and it's awesome. I'll eventually get back to the juicing once I research more about the juicers that produce cold pressed juices, which I guess it's the process of how it grinds or presses out the vegetables and the fruits, leaves more nutrients behind, rather than the juicer that I have now, which chops it up, and I guess the heat from it being chopped up destroys a lot of the nutrients. So I'm just like, why am I going to continue to do all this work? So I'm going to wait to see if I get one of those juicers that do cold pressed juices, and I'll get back to you guys on that. But I switched to taking these greens. I also take fish oil, multivitamins, biotin, stuff like that is great. I exercise. What else do I do? Drinking a lot of water. I stay away from sugar. There's no sugars in my house. All we use is coconut sugar and agave. That's the only thing that I use, because sugar breeds bacteria, so the more sugar or junk that you put in your body, the more it's going to show up on your face. So that is my skin regimen. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, look out for that DIY video I'm going to have coming up soon on the homemade acne mask. And I guess I'll also do a video on the benefits of aloe juice on your hair and how you can use it to seal. So I will see you next time.